Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Melissa Parks. I'm a psychologist originally from the United States, now based in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and I work with clients living all around the world. So you might be wondering why I'm wearing headphones today in my video, but actually I just recorded this whole video for you with this great self-compassion exercise, only to realize that the microphone on my computer is not working. So this is a great moment, I realized, for me to practice some self-compassion too, for having a technical difficulty with my computer. And it's a good reminder that we always have moments every day where we can be practicing self-compassion. Sometimes it happens when we can use it when we're going through a really difficult time in our lives, but sometimes it can be for something relatively minor, but still frustrating. So self-compassion, the reason I'm so interested in it is because I work with clients who are coming from a variety of different backgrounds. And really using self-compassion is something that we can all benefit from, regardless of what the specific thing is that we're going through and where we are living. And an increasing amount of research is coming out about the benefits of self-compassion and about how really all of us can benefit from increasing our level of self-compassion. And so whether you're an entrepreneur or a mother or a father or some other type of caregiver or a leader or a teacher, whatever you're doing specifically in your life, you too can benefit from self-compassion. And I had the really great fortune this summer of being able to learn under the two great leaders in the field of self-compassion research and training. And I attended a 5-day mindful self-compassion intensive alongside other individuals coming from around the world. So it was a really amazing experience, and I was able to take home a lot of great exercises that I'm using with my clients, and one that I want to share with all of you today as well. And it's called the self-compassion break. And one of the reasons why this one is so great is because it's a great introduction to self-compassion, and also because it's something you can use wherever you are, any time of the day, whether it's a really big thing that you're going through, or whether, again, if it's something relatively small but still frustrating. So the self-compassion break has 3 different components, and they're the 3 different components of self-compassion. They are mindfulness, so just being aware of what's going on, what is the difficult thing that we're experiencing right now, without avoiding the difficult emotion we're feeling, but also without getting so wrapped up and identified with that feeling, and even getting sucked under by the feeling. The other piece is common humanity. So reminding ourselves that we're not alone, that being human is a very difficult thing, and it's bound to come with its down parts as well, and that we're not the only ones suffering. So then there's nothing wrong with us for going through a difficult time. And then the last piece is the self-kindness piece. So working to, instead of talking to ourselves in a way or treating ourselves in a way that is judgmental or critical, which is often our default way of responding to ourselves, treating ourselves in a really kind way. So before we get started, I want you to think about what is one way that what is one way you can place your hand on your body right now that it will show you a lot of kindness and gentleness, because there is research showing that this self-touch that we always have at our disposal does increase levels of oxytocin, which is that hormone inside of us, or also a chemical messenger in our brain that helps to increase our feelings of calm, of kindness and connection towards others, and of soothing towards ourselves. So it's something you always have at your disposal. Again, if you're by yourself, if you feel comfortable doing it, you can do something like this, putting your hands over your heart, giving yourself a hug. If you're in public and you want to be doing something like this, you can also do something a little bit more discreet, like wrapping one hand around your stomach, putting a hand on your face. Whatever is your own way to show yourself kindness and compassion. So doing that, we're going to be repeating 3 different kinds of phrases right now. The first one is going to be mindfulness. So that phrase, I'm going to give you a few different options, and you can just stick with the one that feels most comfortable to you. So we can say to ourselves, this is a really difficult time. This is a time of suffering. This is a very stressful time. All of this is really hard right now. And then we can move on to the piece that's the common humanity by reminding ourselves that I'm not alone right now. Other people are also going through difficult times. This is a part of the human experience. And this is what it feels like to suffer when I'm going through a difficult time as a human. And other people would also feel pain right now. And then the last piece being the self-kindness piece. So may I be kind to myself. May I treat myself with self-care at this moment. May I stay by my side. May I remind myself that I'm here for myself. And if you're struggling right now to think of what are the best words, what words do you feel most comfortable with, it might be that it's going to take you some practice. And so what we can do is ask ourselves, okay, so if a dear friend of mine, somebody I feel a lot of kindness and warmth towards, if they were going through something difficult as well, or even just having a microphone in their computer that wasn't working, what would you say to them? Would you say something like, that's so hard. Please know that you're not alone. I'm here for you. Whatever comes naturally to you, whatever you would want that friend to hear, then try to flip it around and say that same thing to yourself. So go out there and get practice this self-compassion, practice showing yourself some self-care today. And please leave me a comment below if you have any questions, or if you'd like to let me know if you'd like to learn about some more self-compassion exercises. And thank you so much for joining this self-compassion exercise with me today, and enjoy your self-compassion break. Okay, bye.